Hello and welcome to Cooking with Donut, where I make probably quite tasty but not that great looking food, and then I make a cat version for this guy to try as well that also probably won't look that great, but hopefully it'll taste okay to him. I'm sure it won't taste that great to me. But the tricky thing is that he's quite a picky, oh my god, eater with what he has. He likes chicken, he likes canned fish, really likes canned fish, and he has a bit of a feverish passion for his own testicles. So we need to keep him away from those while we're recording, but there's no guarantees, obviously. He's a cat. And today's actually a very special episode. So Donut's turning a whole 1 year old. So congratulations, Mr. Cat. As you can tell, he's very, very happy with his new milestone. And I couldn't think of a better way of celebrating that than by making cake. So we're making two cakes. We're making a cat cake and a human cake. And I don't particularly like the phrase human cake, but we've got to differentiate between the two. I know there's something off about calling it a human cake, but it is what it is. We've got to figure out a way to split the difference. So that's what we're going with. And then the other thing is that I'm going to try and theme the cakes. So if you know the scene in Harry Potter where Hagrid, home invader, breaks in the middle of the night and then terrorizes the small family, well, at the end of that scene, he also gives Harry a cake, and I think I'm going to go for something like that. And that's, in all fairness, that's probably where my ability is with decorating anyway, somewhere between completely non-existent and something that a giant monstrosity of a man has been sat on. But yeah, let's give it a go. It's human cake time. And this human cake specifically is a chocolate cake, a chocolate human cake. And that means one of two things. It means I'm going to be very happy in a few hours when I'm eating this cake, and hopefully, and this guy also needs to stay away from the cake at all times because chocolate is not good for cats. But so far we're all right because he's fast asleep and he's completely deaf. So he ain't doing nothing. He's just going to sit there. He's fine. I need to get things going. So I've got 540 grams of sugar and 400 grams of butter because I'm making quite a big chocolate cake. The one in Harry Potter looks quite big, I guess, because it's made by a giant. May as well just make a massive cake. So we're making a massive cake. So I think first things first, I need to get the butter in here and the sugar. But I've not broken up the butter, so I'm going to put this in here. But just because it's massive, I'm just going to break it up a bit. So otherwise the sugar's just not going to go into anything. Okay, butter is, well, it's that. I don't know what that means. That doesn't look ideal, if I'm honest, because it's just completely flooded my whisk. Right, I'll poke that out afterwards, but I'm going to add the sugar in as well, and we'll just combine it all, and then hopefully it'll fix itself. And if it doesn't, I'll play doctor and fix my machine. And the cat's up, so we're going to just take a pause. Oh god, oh god, back in you go. I haven't really thought this through too much because I have got to keep an eye on this cat, and there's a machine, and this is going as well, and it's just, my god, oh my god, I've gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. Yeah, the one thing I've not got used to with having a cat yet, because I've always had dogs, is just the ability to go up. He can go up, and he can really get up, and that as well. So he was purring, and he's quite happy, and then attacking me. I know he's happy, and I know he likes being here, but why do you act like you don't sometimes? I'm kind of playing it cool thing. I'm not. This is nowhere near ready. Oh my god, this is so bad. Again, baking not my forte, if I'm honest, but we'll go again. I'm gonna have to pick this cat back up, and he's gonna really not like me doing that. Can't. Yeah. Okay, big boy. Yeah. And then turn this on, and we're off. So while that's doing, I will maybe get a nice close up of the cat. Yeah, you want to touch it? Don't touch that. So handsome birthday cat. So, okay, I think we're pretty close, you know. This is actually looking okay. There's just a lot of it, and I've got a lot more to come. So I'm a little bit worried about the size of this bowl. I might have really overestimated how much I needed for the cake. But it is what it is. The next thing is that I've got 6 eggs, which already sounds like a lot of eggs. 1 egg, 2 egg, What do you think? Yummy, yummy? Okay, that's so much better. It was kind of gross and super chunky. You don't want it looking like scrambled eggs. You want it all being one kind of fluffy texture, which is what it's done. So that's great. And the next thing is the dry ingredients. So dry ingredients are here. All it is, I've got 600 grams of flour, which so over half a kilogram of flour is in this bowl, and that's going into here, which is already almost full. And then I've also got 120 grams of cocoa. Now, what I'm meant to do is sieve all the dry stuff together so there's no lumps and everything's great. But it's my cake and I don't have time for sieving. So we're not sieving, we're just adding the two together and giving it a mix. We're gonna have a lumpy, massive, messy cake, but it should taste good. Just gonna do. I'm just gonna do kind of an amount and just see what happens. Somehow it's all fit, and I am quite impressed actually that all of this has gone into that, because that bowl does not look anywhere near big enough. Okay, so I have a couple of fantastically greasy cake tins ready to receive this cake. So I'm just going to add kind of, I don't know, I'll fill these up kind of 3/4 of the way. Just pour it in, if it'll pour. Perfect. Look at that. This one. I've probably done the right amount. I'm so impressed with myself. Now, the thing about chocolate cake is that now the thing about chocolate cake specifically is that it is chocolatey. So what that means is when you taste it, it will also taste like chocolate, and it also kind of looks like chocolate. Yep. So these are looking actually really good. So I'm just going to tap a little bit just to level them out. And this oven has been preheating to 170 degrees. So these will probably take 30 to 40 minutes. So the chocolate cake's still cooking, and I'll be honest, it's nowhere near, and it's been half an hour already. So ignore what I said before. It's probably going to take closer to 45 minutes to an hour maybe. I've made quite a big cake. But in the meantime, I'm making the filling. It's just going to be a chocolate ganache. So equal parts double cream to chocolate by weight. So I've got 300 millilitres of cream and I've got 300 grams of chocolate. That's just come to a boil, the cream. And I'm just going to add in, this is dark chocolate, into the cream. And then I'm just going to leave it on the side to cool for a bit, away from the cat. It was really good actually. So I'm currently catless, but I am not cakeless. So these cakes are done. They actually look pretty good. Okay. There's a cake which is amazing. I don't know yet, but they look good and they smell good, so they should be good. I'll probably pop them out of the cake molds when they cool down a bit and they can kind of hold their own shape. Okay, so human cake is a thing of the past now. Human cake is cooling down and then we can decorate. So we're going to, in the meantime, start with cat cake. And cat cake is made of three main things. So we've got the cake itself, which I'm using these cans of salmon, which he's going mad for, and which is why I'm holding him, because he is desperate to get down to this table. For the buttercream kind of outside, because that's pink on the actual cake, I've got this, it's like a salmon pate. It's kind of gross, but if you look at him, he loves it. So yeah, that's what you're getting for now. You can have more later. I'm going to make a pea puree, but without anything that would make it tasty. So, I mean, the pea puree is just going to be pureed peas and then pipe those on to get the letters. So, I mean, it sounds revolting, but he is loving it. So, yeah, Step 1, boil some peas. What? Yeah, these are peas. Yeah, less exciting. I'm just gonna boil these. Donut, peas, have mercy. Donut, you've peed everywhere. You get it? Because peas, frozen peas. Yeah, these can go in here as well. The cat is loving it. He's excited. Look at him. The peas are cooked now. They're still kind of hot. What do you think? Can you smell? Not too bothered about them. But what I'm going to do is just kind of blend them up and kind of just turn into a paste that I can pipe. Oh my God. I have not thought this through. That's a lot of peas. That's a lot of peas. So just whack this on. That is unbelievably thick. It's just, oh, this is a mistake. I need it thick to obviously when I'm gonna decorate. Yeah, it's just a little bit too thick. Yeah, this needs to cool down obviously, but I think that'll really work. It's about the same kind of consistency and it's super smooth. So when that cools down, I'm hoping I'll be able to get some half decent looking letters out of it. Whether I can fit on the full happy birthday donut on it, I'm not sure. Now I need to make the actual cake. And what I'm thinking is I'm going to put the salmon into this little bowl and kind of mush it up so it holds together a bit better, and then shove it all into this little Ziploc bag so I can manipulate the salmon flesh. It sounds so nasty. So I can grab hold of the salmon and shape it into a cake-like thing. Yeah, his cat brain is just going crazy right now. His tongue's going. I'm going to add some of this. I think we're good to go. Log. I'm just going to squeeze all the air out of here to get like a log. So even cats like licking the bowl of a cake. So while he's doing that, so I didn't really want to make him a Yule log, which is what it's kind of looking like. So I wonder if I kind of whack this down and press it a bit. We are in business. And he's shaping up maybe just a little bit, so round it out, but smooth the top. That's a cat cake. What do you think? Yeah, straight into it. This is the bit that I was dreading because I need to frost the cat cake with this salmon glue slop, which should be straightforward enough. But then I've got to figure out the lettering on the cake because there's no way that I can fit happy birthday donut on it. I mean, I can try on with the salmon glue, which actually it's not doing a bad job. I don't know how else to describe this because I'm sure on the camera it looks delicious, but the smell, it smells like fish. So, and there you go. That is an iced cat cake. He's just here cleaning himself. He's been cleaning himself the whole time. He's obviously getting himself ready for his big dinner. He's seen what's coming. It looks good. It's an enormous amount of food for a cat that size. Obviously, he needs to get himself mentally prepared for what's to come. You can feast. Not now. That wasn't an invitation. Just get back to cleaning. And actually, I've done this wrong because I've just snipped off the bottom of my piping bag before I filled it. Stop. Back up. We're just going to go for it. No. No. Stop. Please. I'm going to need you to go. That is one of the best things I think I've ever made. I didn't quite get every letter on, but I'm pretty close. I mean, it's revolting. Please believe me, it's revolting, but I think it fits the brief. I'm amazed. We have a Harry Potter themed cat cake. Cat cake completed, ready to go. Now it's just human cake, which is the one that I am the most interested in. But cat cake, so far, success. We're back into the final stage, which is decorate the cakes. They're cold now. What I've got is icing sugar, we've got butter as well, and then some food colouring for the different colours that we need. So most of it's going to be pink, so I just need a little bit of red, and then green for the letters. I've got 250 grams of butter, and I need 400 or so grams of icing sugar. So if you just put that in. Now that the butter is kind of beaten, I need to add half of the icing sugar, so I need 200 grams in total. Get away! Get away! I need to add more, and yeah, I kind of gassed myself and the cat with sugar. Then he's fine. He's fine. Everything's fine. So we need to just colour the icing. So this one's going to be pink, and this one's going to be like bright green because Hagrid lost the plot. Everything is ready, and the best thing is that these cakes have risen quite flat, so I don't need to worry about trimming them so they stack. The first thing I need to do is check on the cat. Happy cat? Very happy cat, which is the main thing. And then I need to choose the flattest one, which I think might be this one. And I'm going to put the ganache, which is now really thick because it's cooled down, onto one layer right in the middle, because it's going to be just one massive cake. Okay, next step, I need to just combine. This is quite a heavy cake. So the icing is on. It's a little bit rough, but I think that's fine. And the last bit is just the lettering. It's done. A happy birthday donut human cake. It is unbelievably heavy. If anything, it's somehow worse than Hagrid's, which I think is probably a win. And now I can proudly present human cake and cat cake side by side for all to enjoy. Can you tell the difference? I know I can't. Donut is having a power nap because he's getting ready for party time. I think we just go for the taste test and see what it's like. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Your party's ready. Your party's ready. Yeah. There you go. What's this? Okay. Okay, done with the party hat. We're done with the party hat. But I've spent so long making a cat cake for you, and you want the party hat? Get the party hat. Well, what do we have here? A little happy birthday donut cake. Looks delicious. Probably worth giving it a taste. Oh, yummy, yummy. As you can see, he loves it. I think we can say the cat cake is a resounding success. This is all very exciting. I didn't know how well this was going to go down, but he's loving it. I don't know if he should eat the whole thing though, because that's a lot of salmon. Happy birthday donut. I suppose the next thing is to just give this a go, but I don't think I'm going to eat it in the same way as the cat. I might get myself a plate or something.
Let's go. It's a big piece of cake, that.
It is a large piece of cake. It's a good cake.
That's really good.
That is so much better than I thought it was going to be. I think that's probably it. I think I'm just going to go and eat my body weight in cake now, and the cat's going to do the same, and then we're all going to fall asleep. I think it's been a success.
Yeah, look at him.
He's loving it.
What is he doing?
He's got the shakes because he's eating so much. Is what he's doing. He's just, look at him. He's a mess. He's got it in his fur. He's got it every. Oh my god. He's covered. So I think that's probably it for today. Probably just going to go and eat more cake until I feel sick. And I think this guy's. He might want more cake. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's squirming a little bit. Do you want to? He wants to go there. Yeah, we'll probably do something else at some point. I don't know what. What do you think? Tasty cake? Happy fat cat?